What's going on, guys? Chris the Marvel Buff Nerd here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Be sure to hit the little like, subscribe, notification button here on YouTube. Follow me everywhere else on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Snapchat, and Patreon. All at Marvel Buff Nerd, one name. I like to keep it simple. This is my movie review and thoughts on Mortal Kombat 2021. It drops everywhere tomorrow on HBO Max and in theaters. I was lucky enough to get to watch it a little bit earlier, and let's see what I thought. Right off the bat, this movie delivers on the blood and the gore. It earns its R rating. We pick up right off the bat with the Scorpion and Sub-Zero story, fleshing it out, which if you've seen like the animated film Scorpion's Revenge, or you know any of the lore, it's a rough story because family's gonna be getting killed and dying, but it's awesome the way it's shot. It's heartbreaking. You know, we see Scorpion crawling towards his family as he's puking up blood and dying. It's amazing seeing the origins before he and Sub-Zero were wielding more magic and whatnot, and they had on their full get-ups, just to see what happened between, the Lin Kuei, which is Sub-Zero's clan, and the Shirai Ryu, the clan of Scorpion, and to see where we began there. So that's the first 7-8 minutes, which did drop a little bit earlier on YouTube and whatnot, so you're able to catch that already on YouTube if you want to, just to kind of see how much of a bloodbath it really is. And then after that, we changed tones a little bit into more of the arcade style of the film, and we kind of just, it goes by, it feels almost in chapters where we're putting together the team. You know, we're putting the Earth Realm team together. We pick up with Cole Young, who is our new audience avatar character in this movie. We pick up with him in a fight. He's an MMA fighter. Jax Briggs is actually scouting Cole because Cole has the mark. So the Mortal Kombat mark in this movie is the big tell. If you're born with that mark, it means you're going to be called to battle, and there's something inside you, your Okana, I believe, that you can unlock that gives you your fight powers. Like, you know, that's how Kano unlocks his laser eye, and after Jax gets his arms ripped off, and then he gets these little dinky arms, then that's how Jax unlocks his huge, big monster arms. It's all magic through his Okana because he has the Mortal Kombat symbol, because he earned it by killing somebody else that has the symbol. So if you're not born with it, you get it transferred to you by killing somebody that has the Mortal Kombat symbol. So that's the big plot line in this movie, is that the people that are born with that symbol are going to be called to fight for their realm, and we're going to see, Jax is trying to put together the Earthrealm fighters, and then we have the Outworld fighter, like Shang Tsung is putting together his merry banded team of shitty bandits with like Cabal and Melina and Sub-Zero, all the bad guys, Goro, and the dude that Jax blows his head apart. I can't even remember his name. I don't even think he has any lines. But he's a great punching bag for Jax, and it's a good scene. But overall, it was a lot of, the plot line kind of meanders here and there. It's a lot of, you're just kind of chilling and hanging out, listening, and just enjoying these cool characters and their interactions while you wait on the fights. You're not necessarily super worried about the plot line, about, like, oh, Sub-Zero's trying to kill all the Earthrealm fighters before they can make it to Raiden's temple, and then we can train for the big tournament. You're not as concerned about that. You're just along for the ride, and you're just waiting to see the cool badass action and fights when they happen. Kano, Josh Lawson plays him. He's a good time. He steals the scenes a lot, maybe even to a fault. His character and Sonya Blade, their interactions almost take you out of the movie because they're so playful, and they are just, every other word out of their mouths is the F-bomb. So between the over-the-top gore and Mortal Kombat style kills, and the just abundantly belligerent use of the word fuck between Josh Lawson and Jessica McNamee playing Sonya Blade, it definitely earns its R rating. Like I said, occasionally they can take you out of it just a little bit because they're just like, Kano's just playing it so hammily over the top with his scenes where he's just chewing it up a lot. We meet, Liu Kang, we meet Kung Lao. Their characters, I don't want to say they were boring, but they were more plot devices. Like, okay, you've met these guys, now they're going to train you so you can fight in the tournament. Like, okay, we've got this far. They had some cool powers, don't get me wrong. Some of the best like CGI effects and fighting stuff was with Liu Kang with his fire fists and whatnot. That's amazing. I love the fire fists. I love the Liu Kang powers. I love his fight style. We got his bicycle kick. And then actually, Kung Lao, his character isn't the most dynamic. He's very stern, he's very firm, but he does have one of the sickest fatalities in the movie where it's ripped straight from the game. I mean, it's amazing. It's bloody. It's gory. It makes you go, whoa! His hat is spinning in the ground full speed, and he just runs his opponent straight into it, cuts him straight down the middle. Like, there's, I think, 4 or 5 hardcore fatalities sprinkled throughout the movie, and that is one of them. One of them we kind of got spoiled for us in the trailer when Kano rips the heart out of Reptile. That fight scene, though, is badass because that's a fight scene between Kano, Cole Young, and Sonya Blade and Reptile versus all 3 of them. So, and it's all that all 3 of them can do to take him out. So it's a good time. You're seeing everybody kind of bond and learn to, you know, to bounce off of each other. You see everybody get their powers in this. Cole Young, he's the character that when I was going into this, I was hoping that he wasn't going to be. I was hoping they were going to do a good job with him and make him exciting because I was thinking he was going to be the audience avatar. He is the audience avatar. And I don't know what it is. Nothing against Louis Tan, but I don't know if it was the direction for his character, but everybody else's dialogue and everything at least felt mediocre to good. I was happy with them. But with Louis Tan, it just felt like Cole Young was just reading every sentence he said to everybody off of the sheet of paper. Like, there was hardly ever any inflection or emotion in his voice. It just was words coming out of his mouth. And I wanted to get with this story and the underdog redemptive arc, so it's not like I wasn't wanting to relate or couldn't relate with that, but it just, I didn't feel hardly any gravitas or emotion or charisma come through with him, unfortunately. But guys, overall, I really liked this from start to finish. I'm actually going to watch it again tonight with my wife. It's a really good time. Like I said, the blood is there. They made the soundtrack modern. The classic high-paced cocaine music is not the theme anymore. They made more of like a techno kind of theme, which is, way more with the times. It sounds really good. It's a great installment. One thing to really know about this movie, though, is that this is not the actual tournament. This is just a prequel, kind of, to the actual, like, full-blown Mortal Kombat tournament. So, all the fights you get in this are just the two forces wanting to kill each other and wipe each other off the face of the earth before the tournament can start. So this movie is made with a trilogy or a 4-movie saga in mind. I know at least a trilogy, but I want to say they signed Joe Taslim, the actor that plays Sub-Zero. They signed him to like a 4-movie deal. So this movie definitely, it sets up a franchise. It sets up for sequels. I want to see a sequel. Johnny Cage is not in this movie. Spoiler alert, at the very end stinger of the movie, there is a poster of Johnny Cage when it says Cole Young, he's like, I'm going to Hollywood. That's where I'm going. And you're like, what? Why would we go into Hollywood? Could it be? Could it be? And then it flashes to Johnny Cage and Citizen Cage. He's doing a new movie. And so it leaves it open for us to get our Johnny Cage and to get the full-blown tournament next movie and to just flesh these characters out even more. My favorite character going into this that I was most anticipating seeing was Jax. I'm a really big fan of the Brooks brothers. Billy Brooks, Mehcad's brother, is actually on Double Toasted, which is a show I watch every night, so I enjoy listening to him. He's on there every Tuesday. Mehcad Brooks, the guy that plays Jax, he's just a cool actor. He's built, he's big and juicy, he's got a cool voice, he's smooth. So I was really looking forward to him. He's in the movie a decent amount. People had said he was in it kind of real sparingly. I thought he was in it a decent amount, more enough that I was kind of surprised and happy with how much he was in it. And when he gets his big arms and stuff, it's badass. When he does his thunderclap fatality, whoo, it is something else. And his fight with Sub-Zero, when he loses his arms, he holds his own for a second. Like, you can see where this dude is a formidable opponent, even before he gets his metal arms. Like, if it wasn't Sub-Zero he was going up against, you could see where he could really hold his own and whoop some ass and do some Mortal Kombat. We get some, game phrases in here. We get flawless victory. We get stuff like that. They did a great job with incorporating things from the games over to the big screen. So overall, Mortal Kombat 2021, I really enjoyed it. It adds to the property in a great way. I can't wait to watch it again tonight. Guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you like this? What did you think? Who's your favorite character? What was your favorite kill? Have a good one.